We're playing it because someone asked yesterday what the storyline for Lost Vikings was, and I really told it badly. My name is Eric the Swift. I can run like the wind and leap tall buildings in single bound. It is boo, boo, boo. Have a nice day, honey. See, so they're going to go out hunting with get their little families going. Eric likes to climb trees. I'm Olaf the Stout. I can block anything with my shield. And finally, I am Balog the Fierce. I am the toughest Viking in the land. No one can defeat me. Why did my Vikings suddenly become rednecks? That's interesting. Huh. Okay, so now we will officially have... Oh, okay. Seeing game sounds low, I'll bring it up. Coming up. That better? There, that should be good. How math works, even if you combine two. Okay, I'm not sure what that's in regards to that. Maybe I'm talking to somebody else. What I was talking about in regards to story arcs and stuff like that is what archetypes are in your story, and do they have a complete arc of growth within your story? As mentioned, you mentioned a lot of book you already read. Do you still read a lot? Yes, I read a lot, and I listen to Audible a lot. You know, I remember like one of the first books that Chris Metzen told me about was Holy Blood, Holy Grail, which was amazing because it talks about all the God, my brain just went blank. Later that night. Sorry, I'm interrupting the intro. See, so this is where they got kidnapped by the alien. Because people ask, well, why are they on a spaceship? Well, because they got kidnapped by aliens. Because in the 90s, everybody got kidnapped by aliens. If you don't believe them, just ask them. Okay, see, and then that's where the game started. And we played through... Oh, wait, no, we have to replay 1 and 2 because... Yeah, we're going to replay 1 and 2 because they went with the lost episode. Okay, that's a problem. Oh, okay. Good about this. Okay, boop-a-doop-boo. Whoop. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, gotcha. I don't. Okay, aloof. And once again, just for fun, there's Olaf's butt. Oh, there you go. You can officially say that I put a butt on my channel. All of us must reach the time of exit to escape. Okay, here we go. Would it be an option for you to maybe read a book on stream? Well, what I might do is years ago, Metzen wrote a children's book for WoW, and I might read that if I can find a copy of it. I think I have one in storage, but my storeroom's a tad bit away, so I may have to see about what one. But I can read one. I can also take ask for suggestions on what book I should read. If you really want me to read a book, I'm horrible at it. And I haven't done it since my kids were little, but yeah, sure, I'll read a book online. That would be funny. But all I would ask is that it's in some way game related. Is there a, what was that question? The question was, is there, oh, it's over here. Is there a story behind the rest in peace? Yeah, the thing was, we wanted to have an effect that that actually made sense, that the creature had died, and just having the little gravestone came up was funny to us. So yeah, that's why. I forget who came up with the idea. If you're out there, guys, old school guys, and you remember who came up with the idea for the gravestones, I'm all for it. I do remember when Thor was little, his mom and I used to tell his brother and him that they had another brother who was older, and his name was Derek. But every Halloween, we would put a tombstone in the front of the yard with all the other Halloween decorations, and it said Derek on it. And we used to tell them that it was their brother that died. It was all in fun, and but they knew it was a joke in the end. So, but every now and then I tell Jason or to Thor or his brother, I go, well, Derek wouldn't have acted that way. Derek was awesome. We don't know what your problem is. Yeah. So, but that's dad, mom, son jokes. You got to have them. Okay, we're going to give the bombs to Balog. How long did they believe Derek was real? I think it was until they were like 5 or something like that, 5 or 6, somewhere in that area. And I'm to the point to where I'm not even sure they remember it at this point. They might, but I forgot about it for the longest time. And then on that show, The Good Place, they had a character named Derek, and it all came back because I love that character on that show. It's just, I'm Derek. Hi. So yeah, that one makes me laugh because it's just like, oh, I remember Derek. But yeah, we had a little tombstone, little Derek tombstone. One thing you'll probably notice from both Thor and I, there's a lot of humor. Oh wow, everything is funny. I cannot even for the life of me feel like I could live through or live in my world without humor. Absolutely must have humor. And that's one of the things why in the early days of like all of our game stuff that we put so much humor and stuff. It was great. Sometimes you just have to laugh things off. And a lot of people can't. A lot of people get very upset about almost everything. I'm not that guy. In fact, if you talk to people that know me, they'll say, yeah, there's not too much that affects him. But humor is definitely where most of my existence comes from. And it has a lot to do with, it started out in my early years as a coping mechanism, without a doubt, but then it just became part of my personality. And I can find just about anything humorous. Let's see, what was that? Your sense of humor is very pronounced. It's very clear that Thor gets it from. It was great. Yeah. Well, we love a good joke. Love it, love it, love it. I love a good joke. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about the Vikings, though. We are Vikings. We will save the world. Turn on the elevator or the levitator. Got it. Get up there. I don't think there was a special. Oop. You're gone. Next. Olaf. Fly into it. Okay. You've never played much Horde. Well, then you haven't played the game. Go Horde or go home. Sorry, I am a firm believer in the Horde. They're my people. Um, hey, what are ghosts? You mean in real life or in in games? Because I have theories on both. Physically challenged. Okay. What about ghosts are not physically challenged? Okay, we're going to clear something up right now. When I was born, I was blind. Completely. My pupils did not open, could not see a thing, could not see anything till I was 9 years old. So the physically challenged thing, yes, I completely agree that there's issues there. Oh, damn it. See, I'm talking about myself. I damn near killed him. We don't want him dead. We want everybody to make it to the end. As a coach that works with teenagers, I try to have some approach humor. And over the years, they appreciate because most approach. Well, the thing is I agree with you. As a coach, yes, you have to have humor. Everything has to have humor somewhere. If you don't, you're missing out on half of what the existence is, half of what fun is. You know, if you're literally sitting around and everything that you're doing is serious all the time, you're missing half of the world. You know, because I know people that are serious all of the time, like 24 hours a day, and it's exhausting. I mean, completely exhausting. You know, and I'm more of the, okay, cool, what are we gonna do now? Oh, okay. We're gonna go make pancakes? Okay, let's make pancakes. We're not gonna make pancakes. Okay, we're gonna make Star Wars pancakes. No, we're gonna make Star Wars waffles. Yes. We're back on waffles again. Now I understand Thor a little bit more. I understand now why he completely talks about food all of the time. Oh my god, am I becoming Thor? Have we come full circle here? I must say, not a fan of the idea. I made him. He does not make me. It does not work that way. Boop. Protect your peoples. Everybody get over to the side. The circle is complete. Oh yeah, that was very Palpatine, wasn't it? You're both conditioned to become one another. Well, I just think it's funny that eventually, when I get really old, he's going to have to change my diaper. That's going to be funny. Even though I may look at him with a very blank look on my face while he's doing it, inside I will be laughing. So he's just going to have to deal with that. Of course, if he's smart, he'll pay somebody else to do it. By the time he'll have either... Well, that is true. He may invent a device that will change my diaper, but... that's also a tad scary because knowing him, it will do horrible things to me. Let's see. Yeah, the gravestone is, I don't remember who came up with the idea for the gravestone, but it seemed like a real simple way to end the monsters. Okay, we have moved. Oh shit, what did I do? Oh no. Okay, apparently I split screen my screen, so that does continue on. Got to get back to where we were. It's funny because as I play, and I'm only playing online. I haven't been playing offline except for just trying to get the system to work. But as I play, I'm getting more used to the controls again, and that's good. So because we're playing through these levels here a second time, they seem to be a whole lot easier for me than they originally were. I'm also remembering where more stuff is, which is always good. Let's go over here. Eric? Always remember the Monty Python thing. Eric? Oops. And that's because you're dumb, Joe. Hoop-a-doop-boop. I'm going to do my best not to die repeatedly in this. Doing my best does not mean it's not going to happen, though. Let's see. Did I miss anything over here? Sorry, I'm checking. What is the earliest video game memory? My earliest video game memory is when Asteroids got delivered to the arcade near my house in San Juan Capistrano in California. That's my earliest video game memory. That is my toy. That is the one I will play forever. But I remember when Asteroids was delivered, and I know it was before Star Wars came out. So I remember Star Wars because my friend Steve Tomlin and I, Steve Tomlin had a 125 motorcycle, and he little trials bike, and he had I rode it on the back from Dana Point. We rode up to Newport Beach to Big Newport movie theater and watched Star Wars, sitting in the front row because it was 1,200 seat theater, packed, and we had to sit in the front row. So Darth Vader was literally like 40 feet tall in front of me. God, I love that movie the first time. Oh, and Han shot first. So people had asked about yesterday about remakes and stuff like that and enhanced things. I think that I'm not a big fan of the remakes of Star Wars, the expanded editions. I'm just not a fan of it. The reason why is I think the graphic stuff is all good and all that kind of stuff. And someday I'll tell you when we get up to that part, I'll tell you the story of how when I met George Lucas and all that kind of stuff. It was like, he's a really nice guy and he didn't kill me, so that was good. But yeah, because we had I'm not gonna tell that story now. I'll tell that story later. Make you come back. If I tell you everything today, then I won't have anything to talk about tomorrow. Let's see. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, where are we at? Okay. Some stuff here. Mine was yelling across the house asking how to spell words. Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah. What does that word mean? That was something that went away quick. I actually liked Leisure Suit Larry a little bit, but I also liked Day of the Tentacle. Tell us again what you did in this game and what was experience like. Well, like I was saying the other day, in this game, my job was to, well, let's start at the beginning. I was hired for Rock and Roll Racing. They put Rock and Roll Racing on hold, and the whole company moved over to making this game. When every little piece of the background, all the tiles, all the everything for every single level, I laid out every single level by hand in a program called CED, which was written by Mike Morheim. And the thing about each level is every level could only have 124 8x8 cells of in it in order for the Nintendo to be able to play it. So if you look at, let me see if I can find just a single square. Okay, so, oh, well, I'll use these blocks. So you see these blocks? These blocks are 48 by 48s, or sorry, 16 by 16s. And what they are is they're 4 separate 8 by 8 squares put together to make a single 16 by 16 block. That each of these tiles, the blue tiles, why am I pointing? I'm pointing at my screen so you can see me pointing at my screen. That's funny. I'm a nerd. I'm an idiot. Okay, so each of those is made up of several 8 by 8s. But you could only have 1,024 8 by 8s in the whole level. So all of those, laying all those out and cleaning them up. So like I would get it down to 1,024 cells. The level would look great, and then Sam would come up in like push a whole bunch of art to me to put in, and now we're at 4,000 8x8. So I'm like, oh my God, kill me. So then I'd have to whittle that down and incorporate his artwork with the existing artwork until we got to the point to where we were back down to 1024. But all the backgrounds in here I laid out. The monsters, I did most of the animations for the monsters because Sam was was new to computers and stuff like that. So at some point, I know he's talked about it before, but he always thanks me for teaching him computers because he could draw anything, still can. The guy's an amazing artist, but he had never used computers before he had come to Silicon and Synapse then, which is who we were when these were made. But so all the layouts, all the backgrounds, a lot of level design. Back then, everybody in Blizzard did absolutely everything. Oh no, not this again. For those of you that were watching the other day, I had one hell of a time with this particular double jumping here. So I'm going to try not to die 1,000 times because this guy will kill me. So I have to do quick jumping. So yeah, so I did all the layouts, did for every single level. When we get to the Sega one, which is, where did I put it? So here's the Sega version, which we will get to after we get through all the Super Nintendo ones, because Super Nintendo came first. There are, I believe it's 4 extra levels. I'm trying to remember if we used all 4, if we just did 2, but there's extra levels in the Sega one that I did all the layouts for, did a lot of design for, as well as did all the scripting for. So one of the things that we had done, that the programmers had done, is they wrote a scripting system for Super Nintendo, because as we talked about before, is most of the manuals that we had got from Nintendo were in Japanese, so they had to like translate those and try to figure them out. So they wrote a scripting system for the Super Nintendo for us so that we could do things. So Pat Wyatt was teaching me that so that I could do the levels for the Sega, so that the other programmers could be freed up to work on other things. Now I'm going to try to do this double jump. I'm going to try not to die 1,000 times like I did last time. He is full. Okay, let's go. Come on. Ah, yes. Made it the first time. Oh, God, I'd love to drop the bomb on him. Oh, wait, no. Let's do this. We're going to... Bloop. Jump, Eric, jump. Okay, ha! We made it the first time. Yeah, we're definitely getting through this one faster than we did before. That tells you just how out of Super Nintendo playing shape I was in when we started on Monday. Well, it's coming back. It's coming back to me. Don't get me wrong. I was never really good at it in the first place. Not compared to the other guys. The other guys in the office, they were raised on the Nintendos and stuff like that. I was already old. We have made it to the exit. Boop, doop, boop, boop. Come along, come on, get happy. If I bash one more wall right now, my head will explode. I got dibs on his helmet. Yeah, that's pretty much right. Okay, but I get his boots. It's great to have such good friends. Okay, so we covered the basics. Quick review of this is what I did. A great stream in evening. I have to leave for my pen and paper. Okay, cool. Have fun. Okay, now we're back where we ended last night. We are all caught up. Let's do this first. Let's take Eric. Take him over here. Bash this in. Oh. We did not get it. Okay, come on. Deep, deep, deep. Okay, I gotta remember that I gotta jump behind this guy. Ah. Ah. I am the jumping master. As I get eaten by... It would have been damn funny if I said I was a jumping master and then I jumped into the spinning teeth of death. Oh, wrong one. Okay, we gotta try to get both of these guys on one side. Oh, no, let's do this. Baylog. Let's do a quick draw. Quick draw. Ha! Come over here. Come on, get happy. Okay, going down. Now we need Olaf first. Then Eric to get the key. Oop. Do. Oh, Luffy. Doop, boop, boop. Why is it? Okay. Boop. Back to Eric. I don't think this one's a... No. Is there one up there? Yes. Okay. I knew there was one somewhere around here. I didn't catch that the other day. Okay, here's where we messed up. And I remember now, I think I remember now how to get this one to go right. Because the levitation thing kind of threw me off last night because I'm like, oh, God, how the hell did we do this? How did we make this thing work? So first we bring Baylog over here. And then one of the things we can do, and this is always fun, is we're going to have to switch to Baylog, but we're going to fire an arrow and then follow the arrow. Ha! That was awesome. So now what we do is we bring Eric up. And give him the boots, and he puts the boots on. Now he can run all the way to the end. Ba 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 ba. See, so now he made it all the way to the end. Now, when this guy turns his back, we can bam him. Ha! We can turn the little elevator, the little thing off. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, okay, let's eat that. Apparently I blew the bomb up there, so that's not good. Okay, Olaf. Well, look at that. Boop. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. Come on, Balo. We got through it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Are you guys sure we want to go in there? Maybe it leads back home. There's only one way to find out. Let's go.